Hello and welcome. We're back with some Summerland Enchantment. The Pendragon game we played, what, 2 weeks ago again? So we should have properly forgotten everything we were doing before. All the things. I did get a chance to look at stuff before we started, so I may be of help. We'll find out. No promises. I
believe our main objective right now is to locate the probably not like what I don't think is the Holy Grail or Beatrice's wedding.
Things on a list.
Yeah.
That needs to be
Listen, I described the episode name as the wedding quest, so
yeah.
I love it. Very begrudging wedding quest.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do some intros, and then we can do a bit of a recap so everyone can get on the same page, including our audience. We'll start with you, Rebecca.
Hi, my name is Rebecca, and I play Owen, the halfway lady of Pharaoh Quest, and off and on again, princess of the Unseelie Court.
My audio should be better now. Apologies. I just angrily looked up my audio settings since I reboot. I reboot every time I'm going to run because my RAM gets eaten alive by this shit. And it was down to 44% audio. My mic drops from, I have it at 88% usually, and it drops to 44 when I reboot, or sometimes lower. Like the other day it dropped to 30. Sorry, I ran to side. Emily, tell us how things are.
I don't know if you want me to tell you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just go with the standard intro then. Yeah.
I'm Emily. I play Beatrice. The currently irritated witch of Pharaoh Crest at the moment. She really just wants to get married. She wants it to be over.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll go to Nicole next.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I play Sir Elian the Lost. Hopefully I roll much better than I did last session.
Yes, I agree. More fumbles.
I mean, I think 5 of them were mine. I think 5 of the fumbles last time were mine.
Yes, 5 of the, I believe, 9.
Listen, we can scroll up slightly to see arbitrary and prudent rolled back to back as fumbles. So
yeah, I had a bunch of back-to-back fumbles.
Yeah. Owen fumbled 5 spaces above that, and
Bob, you need to stop putting this into the universe.
Yeah. And Elian, 5 before that, you fumbled the first aid.
So, all right. So what we need to do is make sure that every 5th roll, we need to make it bullshit. So that's what we fumble. That's what I'm hearing, right?
You actually had 2 back-to-back fumbles. I didn't realize it was 2. Literally 2. You had hospitality and first aid, and then later down the way you had wow.
Yep.
That's.
Bob's just determined to vex me right now.
Yeah. I started just rolling things to make sure my roll 20 wasn't broken.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, if that was D&D, you'd be killing it.
Possible?
Like everyone would be like, you'd be the hero of everything. So, but in this game,
that is how I roll as a GM.
Fall off your horse or get lost in Faerie for 3 years. So, no,
Elena's not in charge of anything.
Listen, I'm pretty kind about that stuff. I don't like, I've played in a lot of games where, like, it was supposed to be a serious game by the pitch, and then you play it, and the GM just turns you into the mystery men. Like, he turns you into the comic relief action heroes, or the shitty version of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I like when
exactly what happened with Bowie, right? Like, I pitched him as a certain type, and then the dice was like, no, he's the comic relief.
I like that he's the straight man in the comic relief, though.
Right? Yeah.
Like, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like being funny. It's just everything bad happens to him.
It happens to him, and he hates it.
Yeah, we still haven't found out what that tree did, by the way.
A little less
Rebecca.
slapstick. Yeah, the curse of the tree.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it
Yeah.
out, I'm sure.
We haven't even figured out what that did.
It'll be fine. That stuff
It's
never
a
comes
side
back.
quest
so
about.
fine. Everything in this game is fine.
Yeah, and we never
all
look back
fine.
on the past
No
of things
crises.
because it's all recorded and easy for the GM to review notes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We never do things and then go, wait, how would that have worked 2 sessions later?
Yep.
Nothing ever goes wrong.
Everything is consistent and perfect, and if it's not, you know what? Just blame the Fae.
It's true.
True.
Actually, don't
Yep.
blame the Fae. Blame Salisbury.
Just don't pee on trees.
Salisbury.
Don't pee on trees. That's the story. So
If not for pissing on, that's the wrong voice. If it's not for pissing on, why is it directly in front of the pub?
that's true. That's actually a really good argument. I have no counter to that.
How many people have gotten
Thank you. I'm
Oh my
quite
god, you
intelligent.
beat Bob.
How many people have been cursed by that tree?
I'm certainly
It's
not
an
the
angry
first.
tree.
I do want to highlight, a point Rebecca said because I think it's very, very true for the commoners of the setting. If things don't make sense, blame it on the Fae. It's exactly what the Summerlanders and everyone else does. So it's true,
Things go messy in my house, bizarrely. We blame it on the poltergeist.
right?
Love
We're
it.
pretty sure we do have one, though.
In this setting, that's undead, and they're technically connected to the Fae, so we're all good.
No, if it's the undead, we blame my mother.
Yeah, that's
Every
fair.
time. The undead do anything, and I'm like, well, cool.
That's fair. Which is also a thing. One of the most common things. I don't see it come up that often, but there's totally a necromancer option when you're rolling like the justice stuff. There's like
Nice.
rumors of being a necromancer, right? So like necromancers are blamed quite often for things, even if no one knows what they are. It's like the 19th century witch, I guess, or 18th century witch.
Listen, they don't know. Nobody. I'm not marketing that I'm a necromancer, though.
It's true.
Right.
I don't believe Elliot
Right.
knows.
He uses protection magic more than anything else.
That
Well,
might
it's very
be
important
a
to
really
use
smart
protection
idea.
magic any chance you have.
I don't think
I
Elliot knows you're a necromancer.
I don't think anyone knows I'm a necromancer. I never use it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
Morgan
true.
knows.
Emily,
We saw her
you
mom at the end of
should.
that and really was just like, nope.
If you don't use it, are you technically a necromancer? That's the question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have plausible deniability, guys.
You don't use
Alright.
your
That's for
gun,
sure
you're
why no one
technically a
can
murderer.
miss
Yeah. Okay. So let's do that recap we were talking about. We had a good friend of ours that we've never met before, a druid, bumbling old man, came in and basically gave Beatrice some directions, some lovely directions that Beatrice is really, really happy about. Apparently the name of the game is this Sarcasm Night.
I don't think it is.
Yeah. Good God, let's continue it forever.
We are fun tonight. Let's go.
All right. Do you remember his name?
It was.
Can you
Bob
tell us his
testing
name?
us.
It was
Yeah.
a man, and I remember it was a man. This man's name was.
Annoying. Annoying
Was
druid.
it?
I mean,
It wasn't Eon, was it?
Nope.
all
No,
of us
it was not.
frantically going through our notes, trying to figure out what
Was it Huafa?
No, though I was trying to figure out who Huafa was because that's pretty awesome. I feel like that was another.
Huafa.
Oh, I think I wrote that one down.
I wrote Huafa down at some point. I remember that.
I can't remember who.
Oh,
Huafa.
I thought I don't write down.
I've cleaned my apartment, which means I don't know any of my other notebooks are.
Yeah. I
Huafa
moved so many things.
must not have been.
Huafa
that
might have been
important.
it.
No, it wasn't. His name was
wasn't?
this Credig.
Credig. Okay.
I dig.
Credig.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was the old man looking man. Did I have a picture from last time? I can't remember. I think I did.
No.
No. Well, news for you. I don't have any picture for you this time, then. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to set that up ahead of time, or else I can't show you. Yeah. Anyways,
I still
what's
wouldn't know how you do that.
It's a good day, you guys.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this.
Before was the dungeon guard.
Oh, right. You went to see your dad first. That's right. So,
Yeah, whoever was the guy who was like, I'm just gonna pretend that you knocked me out and then laid on the floor.
Right.
Deceitful 19.
Him.
Yeah.
I loved him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we ended with me.
You choose the best
creating-
guards, Owen. Deceitful 19 is your.
Look.
I mean, if they're up
Look.
against me, what chance do they stand?
Look.
Essentially, his
I'm
attitude
doing-
was like, no, I know Beatrice. She has a reputation.
I'm doing the best I can with the tools at my disposal. And tools at my disposal are, well...
Yeah. Your option was basically that guy or, what are their names?
Bowie.
Petra Cat. I'm just kidding. I love how those two names still stand out, and all they were was the two stepsisters of Cinderella, and they're still like a big thing. It's like, how dare you? Okay, so let's talk about what the quest was, because there were 3 items one must achieve in order to be blessed by your goddess upon your wedding night, upon your hand tying ceremony.
I needed to help deliver the goblet to our dear monk friends. And then I needed to get the hand tie from my family history, which would be the one that my mother and father used. Because Beatrice is not from a family that tracks that far back. And then the third one was get an amulet of protection. We're going to make an amulet of protection because the other one's on a queen currently countries away. So that was our lovely list. I remembered that part.
Okay. Let me do a minor correction for... There we go. For Olwen, because I'd said something in the session, and it was a little bit... I couldn't recall the pagan detail that she was asking for. I remember there being a very important sort of reference to the Grail and the pagan. So first off, the Grail isn't recognized as any sort of holy item to the Roman Church. Not at all. It is very much an Isle of Britain concept, and the whole story of Joseph of Arimathea landing here is that whole piece seems to be tied to their religious focus, the British Christians and their mythology. For Owen, I'm not sure why you would know this, so we're gonna have to figure out where you might pull this, because this is gonna be fairly vague. Like, it's not something most would understand, but there's some in Summerland that seem to some pagans in Summerland that seem to think of the Grail, this mythological concept, as the magical cauldron of Caradwyn. Caradwyn is the dark goddess, aka Morgaine. And the cauldron is said to be the cauldron of inspiration, life, and rebirth. So if it is the same thing, it would be very important, and probably one of the most sort of what's the word? Like one of the most well-known mythological pagan items to be spoken
iconic.
About. Yeah,
you will.
Yeah, it's spoken about in all the stories of Caradwyn. What they are, I can't tell you because I'm not as up to snuff on my 5th century Welsh got his.
I
So,
think there's a story that one. So it's unclear who Merlin is in actual Norse mythology, if I'm remembering correctly. And there's one version of his name that gained powers from accidentally drinking from the cauldron. I might be thinking of someone else.
yeah, I remember there being something about a potion that was brewed in it. I remember one of those stories.
Yeah, it was intended for her son, who was not at all talented, but it was accidentally a drop got on the boy who she had stirring it for all that time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
who may or may not have been Merlin.
So that's what Olwen would have as far as detail. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. Anything missing for you folks? Do you remember where you're going and what you're doing?
We're going to the Monk's Inn. I can remember the name. I swear it exists.
It was near Wells, wasn't it?
Are we going to Glastonbury?
Yeah, we're going to Gloucester. Yeah. We're going to the monastery right by where the Ladies of the Lake reside.
Now, you know, if it doesn't make sense for your character to leave, you can always play a secondary character. I'd encourage you to play your mains if it makes sense, but if it doesn't, that's what the secondaries are for.
Sorry.
Do you have a sense of what you're going to do for each of the items?
Yes. Okay. So I know so it was Rickard that gave us some information on what the chalice is. So we know we're traveling with Rickard to the monastery. And then my home is on the way there. So I believe we're gonna drop Rickard off, then go to my home. And then when we get back, I'm making an amulet.
Okay.
Also, I let my father out to help with this, so just emptying our dungeons, you know?
You did that. You just did that.
Yep.
Yeah, remember that last bit where I just like let him out and walked away?
Oh yeah, no, this is someone finding out about it.
It's going to go great.
She's not told us yet.
Totally not breaking any laws.
Let's maybe start with the three of you as you meet up for the journey south. Then I'm assuming we can skip forward to that far. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And we'll say that for sake of ease, because Bob wants to go get his frozen yogurt out of the freezer here.
What's frozen yogurt?
It's not quite frozen. Slightly chilled yogurt. I can't wait long enough. But we'll say like the rest of the party is forming just. Oh wait, no. We ended with. That's right. Hold on. Let me change the music to something angry.
We ended with a raid.
It did end with a raid.
I forgot we ended with a raid.
Yep.
Our characters have to be so sick of raids. We keep rolling raids.
Yeah, that was when
They just hear the horns.
They
at this
don't
point, they're
like me.
Fine.
Yeah, Elian saw it and was just like,
yeah, it's just like, and awesome.
You're like, excellent. That's what I was hoping for. I was just thinking, man, I really
So glad we're doing this again.
really
So
want to
glad
raid.
this happens all the time.
there's a
Guys,
plague.
anarchy is awesome.
There's a plague. Now we're getting raided by people who probably hate Lady Olwen.
I mean, probably.
I mean, it's probably them.
We did kill Sex Wolf.
It's not my fault.
No, he was a jerk. He deserved that.
Thank
They
you.
treated him so well.
He was so nice.
We
These
were
are men on
so
horseback
nice.
too.
Oh
These
So
ones.
good.
no.
Yeah, they were
Good.
horseback.
Great. We love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I thought you might. I thought you were like, wee.
You know we need to fight
I mean, I guess the
men
good
on
news.
horseback.
I mean, I guess the good news is Eileen was already at the stables, getting everything ready for our journey.
Oh, that's the
Hellion
wrong
wins
music.
replacement at the end of
I
it.
know.
To find the right. We need some fight music. Hold on, let me see.
Na, 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 na.
I knew you were gonna go there. I'm like, oh,
Can't help it.
why did I say that? Of all the
We
things I
don't
could have
want
said.
to, though. That's the thing.
We can just pretend it never
We
happened.
don't
'cause
want to
weeks ago.
instigate it.
Well,
Just
obviously,
be like, well,
we
that,
don't
that was
want
where we
to.
Right.
ended, and then we start the episode, and it's like several hours later, and we're just like,
It's like,
oh,
man,
well, that raid was
that went really
Woo!
well, actually.
Oh, really well.
Yeah.
We didn't get to anything else.
only like
Cue to the
3
end of
bad
the
things
session.
happened to Bowie. That was incredible. He managed to stay on his horse for 90% of the fight.
That was a little
That
too-
feels ambitious.
Okay, well,
That feels a little ambitious. Like, I get that we're doing best case scenario, but I think that might be a little. That's past best scenario.
Yeah,
oh
right.
boy,
I agree
That
with
feels
that.
like
no
influenced
respect.
by
No
fairy
respect.
dreams.
Yeah.
That feels.
Yeah.
That's how you realize the fairy are making you dream. Like, this isn't right.
Like it's this valiant fight. It's going well. There's just enough pushback to make it feel dramatic, and there's tension, and then from atop the hill in gleaming armor with his black locks flowing in the wind, green eyes sparkling.
And
Go forth and attack, for I have brought you all glory.
is he on a horse?
He is like
And Bowie
an
wakes up
elephant.
from sleeping under the
Yeah,
tree while everyone's
exactly.
training.
It's like,
Yeah.
and that's a dream when you wake up.
like Hannibal, just riding elephants across.
All right.
I like to believe we named Bowie's horse something like Killer or something.
So we have
We gave it something back.
Bowie, we have Every,
No,
and we
this
have
Bowie doesn't
Elian.
name it.
Yeah.
Bowie, Every, and Elian. For those that were training, you are not on your horse as this happens. Your horse is in the stables. So what are Every and Bowie doing, given that?
If we're training, do we already have our armor on?
I think armor is fair. You're training. I think you weren't training on horseback though.
Okay.
Yeah. This,
Close enough.
I'd probably. How far are we? Stable.
where you were training is a bit away from the stables. Like it's probably you're probably gonna miss out on a bit of the start of this. Like you're not gonna be able to meet them as they come raiding in.
Okay.
You're gonna be late to it, but you're also gonna be much more equipped. If you show up on foot, there's a possibility of you being charged yourself by one of these folks. You're at a disadvantage because you're at -5 and they're at a +5.
I'm gonna get the horse.
Yeah.
What we're going to miss? What? Fine.
I mean, would it help if
Fine.
Alien released some of the workhorses and sent them towards the training ground?
Yeah, so it could speed things up, but you yourself would have to ride there. You're the one who scouted them up front. You could ride there faster than these folks could. You could get there in double the speed, but you wouldn't be able to hold them
I would
off.
be by myself and surrounded,
sorry.
which isn't great.
Just to specify, you are kind of the first line of defense right now. That you're the only one out front you've scouted, and the others are on the outskirts of. So if we were to establish this with a map,
I mean, she's probably gonna tell people because we have fortifications now, right?
Yep.
She's gonna start with that, the defensive stuff. She's the only one at the front line. Like she's gonna don her armor first because it seems fair that she wouldn't be wearing it at the moment.
Yeah. And let me just see here. Okay. Give me 1 sec, folks.
Frozen yogurt.
Frozen yogurt time.
I have ice cream. I should go get ice cream.
Go for it. Now's the chance. Run, Nicole.
I'll be right back.
Run.
Oh.
Oh.
Yep, I thought that might have happened.
Oh no, screams.
Nicole.
Nicole, why?
Why would you do that? How could this
Bob, you are now
happen?
Lady Owen.
Was it on accident?
Yeah,
No.
they went to go grab something, and so they turned off the camera, but they turned it off in Discord, which means that it messed up all the camera.
Yeah, we'll be right back, folks.
Bob, you are now Lady Owen.
Let's take a brief break here. I mean,
Yep.
my
Everybody
mental game's
eat.
not here.
Everybody eat your frozen yogurt, eat your ice cream. Nicole went to go get ice cream, Bob. I'm getting chips. Let's take it. I'm not going anywhere. They're right here.
What flavor of ice cream is it?
Yeah, this is important. Bob, what flavor of yogurt do you have?
I have a concoction right now, so
Hell yeah.
it's protein powder too. So it's chocolate protein powder with peanut butter and Greek yogurt. So peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh,
Like Greek cheese?
I have protein coffee that I totally didn't get because
Hello. All right, we're back. I'm gonna quickly look up something on a character sheet. Not at all. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Boring looking up anyway.
Movement rate 3. What is a horse's movement rate?
Not
That's
fast
fine.
enough.
Sure about that?
Sometimes too much.
Sure about that? Let's find out.
Yes.
Let's find out.
There's at least one of those.
Charger. Okay. Yeah, so that's safe. We'll say about double your average movement rate. Is about how fast a horse can go. And Elian, you're the only one on a horse. You're at the entrance to town, which is where you see them riding in. So the question comes down to, what do you want to do in this case? You aren't coordinated as a group. There's no coordination. There's been a yell for raid. What is your next immediate response?
Ooh. Oh.
How much effort does it take to get the fortifications and everyone like prepared? Will it take like a turn?
So you have natural fortifications. There's no ability to really. You don't have like a drawbridge or anything. You can get people into their houses. It would take probably a couple minutes for them to get up to the manor. It's a bad situation, right? If you know they do have. Yeah.
I'm gonna have the civilians go into safety.
Okay, that's gonna be your focus. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. First round, I think that's gonna be your focus.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna actually do. I want people who aren't alien, because you're kind of in a different situation. So Every and Bowie, I want you both to test either reckless or valorous versus prudent. If hold on, before you just randomly roll, because there's some consequences here. If you fail, or if you succeed at prudent, you can go retrieve your horse if you wish. If not, battles cometh, and upon you go. So,
all right.
Yeah. So you can impassion your appropriate trait if you can find a reason to. That's why I wanted to kind of get that out there in case you have specific things you want to do.
I think I will impassion with honor to impassion my prudence. Cool and good and a very good time. But also, it's good that I didn't use that as my reckless, because that would have been a crit.
For sure.
Great. I'm rolling these in the wrong order. No, I'm not. Holy shit.
Look at you with your four prudence.
All right.
Doesn't that mean
So
you lose
you two
your
are.
famously reckless?
That's a good question.
I at least take it.
You got a ticket.
Yeah.
Yep. Give it a tick. And then if you fail, that might turn into a directed trait instead. Sometimes I'm merciful and I allow you to continue with the thing that you want to be famous for, and then give you some kind of specific directed trait that plays with the other thing. But we'll see. Let me just check the NPCs here. Let's see what's going to go on. So, Dogged is, I have Prudent down for him, so we know that we know what his Prudent is. This is Prudent. Uh-oh.
It wasn't a fumble.
Why?
This is reckless. Not reckless, valorous. Oh.
Dogged.
He's going on foot.
Dogged.
He feels responsible for this place. He's been away. Let's check Cadogan.
Oh,
If he dies, for sure.
don't say it.
Gosh. Stop it.
Give me heart palpitations.
Now I will
Take you
say
under the
this.
table.
I think Cadogan was one of the people that you were bringing along with you, yes, on the
Yes.
trip.
Mhm.
Yes.
And he wasn't part of the training, I don't think, or was he part of the training?
No, he was part of the conversation, not the training. He was part of the conversation inside.
So in that case,
We
he
can
might-
establish what he after the conversation.
he's pretty anyways. We're just gonna roll it. Oh no.
Okay. Oh, Cadogan, why?
He's not reckless,
He's-
so
I mean,
You say that, and then the dice like to
Yeah.
prove it.
I don't even know if I have. He might just be a 10 for. No, valorous. He's not a very valorous boy. Let's see how
No.
this goes.
I mean, does that surprise anybody?
No.
nope.
All right, I'm gonna treat that as a prudent. Yeah, he's like he wants to go help, but he's like I'm not gonna die. He's like Beatrice is gonna bring me back from the dead
Beatrice
and
will
then kill
bring
me
back
again.
and murder me.
And murder me. Yeah.
She has the ability to do both.
So Cadogan's also gonna go retrieve horses. So you've got one ally, Ellie, up front. All right. Okay. Let's see, and then let me see who else. Oh, our good friend Brockvale. Let's see how he's doing.
My baby's
Oh, Brockvale.
I love him.
I don't.
We are consistently at odds with characters that
We really are.
are in the middle of our Venn diagram of people that we like.
Like Rebecca, Emily. Very few in that
Tiniest,
little
tiny
crossover.
bird. Tiny
He just critted
Oh,
reckless. Yeah.
Brock.
Yeah,
buddy.
Pretty on
You know,
brand
he
for him,
seems dumb
though.
enough.
yeah.
He seems dumb enough. Go, Brock.
Well, yeah. If you think about what he's rushed forward into before, and I'm like, is that valorous? I'm like, no, it's not valorous.
This
That's
boy
100% reckless.
Is gonna be a really bad beard.
Yeah.
He dies.
Have fun, Brock, now.
I still think he looks like Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, I see it. I didn't see that before.
There is one more. One more we must test. And I need to. I have his stats in the book.
Minodos?
Yep.
All right,
Come on,
Minodos.
buddy.
Let's see,
Come
buddy.
on, buddy.
How
Let's-
drunk
Come on, I
is he?
believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you.
How intoxicated is he right now?
Ability to be free.
He's
Fine.
he
Don't
was
be
sweating some of it
pushing.
off. Yeah.
He's
So
That's true. You did force him to.
let's see. Minodos. He is calm. I'm gonna suggest that calm equates to a light amount of prudence. Probably
that
not
would make
super
sense.
high.
I think he.
Yeah.
I mean, given that his whole thing is like intrigue and knowing,
Yeah.
like when I feel that he is kind of a prudent type of character, doesn't tend to rush into things. He analyzes it.
And I don't think he's very valorous.
I also don't think that, but I still love him.
Go with this. Yeah, okay. He also is retrieving a horse. All right, so you have two allies, Elian, with you. Brockvale and
One of-
Dogged.
Yeah. Oh no, I have
Oh,
you
why
said
is-
I had Cadogan as well because he
No.
was
Nope.
up front.
Cadigan's getting his armor.
Well, Cadogan's getting his horse. Okay.
Yeah, he's getting his horse. You guys, they all had their armor. Actually, Cadogan has to get his armor too, Yeah.
Ellie did
Extra
too.
stuff.
Ellie had to put on her armor.
Yeah.
She had it with her, but she has to put it on.
Yeah. I think
Because Link is dead.
you know what,
I mean, he's Link.
Yeah. So Cadogan will probably spend the same amount of time as the others because he has to put on his armor. I'm not sure why that Link's dead. I hate it. It should stop being dead and listen to me. Damn it. 1 second.
Sounds like necromancer talk.
Yeah.
I still want to learn how you made that.
What's that?
How you make it come up.
Necromancy talk.
I want to learn this trick in the...
Let's see.
the Roll20 thing, how you link it to Obsidian.
Look at that. We did it.
Yay!
We did it, friends. We totally wasted a bunch of time on stream while I figured out something pedantic. So.
We
all right.
talked in veiled innuendo. It was great.
Yeah. Okay. So that is the scenario. We are going to start with Elian with a siege roll for you. Or no, who is our steward? No, we're going to put you in defense, Elian. Do you have the siege skill on your sheet?
Oh, I do.
Do you?
It's a 1.
All right. Well, got good news for you. You're going to use it here. So, are you impassioned? It will be for the entire scene. This is a raid, not a battle. So you get it for the entire thing. You might as well start with impassion. If you're going to impassion, now isn't a bad time. I'll let you strategize, you know. There is some value in not doing that, like when you fumble at the beginning of fight. That's bad, you know. If you fumble,
or if you just go crazy like an idiot.
Let's be an idiot.
All right.
And use my fucking 16.
Oh, that is pretty
Ooh,
ballsy.
risky
Risky business.
I mean, I could do Loyalty Lord. Would that work?
Here it would. You do identify Olwen as your lord now, right? Or lady?
I do.
Yep.
Oh,
wow.
But you can tick that because it's so goddamn low. We might as well count it here. So
it was
you're putting your life
ticked.
on the line. Oh, okay.
It's already ticked, so that's good.
Okay.
All right.
That's got to be
5, right?
second or third highest loyalty to Olwen that she has.
I'll take it. Yeah. I'll take it. Hot night lady like me?
Now let's
that's
see.
That's a +5, right?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Oh, so close.
So close.
So close.
Okay. And then I'll get you to test energetic with that bonus as well. Siege was just a before you started acting kind of thing. All right. You are not quite critically so, but you are going about what I imagine just like shouting for everyone to get inside. Kind of. Is that the idea?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They are largely responsive. They don't want to die, and they respond to your call. They start to shuffle into their houses. Okay. Bowie and Everett, I need a energetic test.
All right.
Do we know who's raiding?
Nope. Absolutely no idea.
No, come on,
Alright,
Bob.
so
I want to use my hate of Zach.
Right?
I mean, weren't they
Alas.
calling for going after Lady Olwen?
Yeah.
I don't think there was any call about them from them specifically.
Okay.
But
yeah, we don't
you guys
necessarily know who they are.
But you know that there was also some people that were claiming, like there was a formal claim against. You can definitely draw that scenario because there were people in the region that want to
Pose Olwen.
Yeah, oppose would be the right word. I was gonna say dethrone, but that's not necessarily accurate. It could be accurate depending on how you interpret the princess.
They want to remove her because
yeah,
she's princess.
They wanted to give up that title.
Yep.
Or remove her from any title.
No one said it was easy to be a royalty. Okay.
Look, Nothing's easy. I've never had anything easy. This hot lady.
All right, so we just need those energetic rolls.
Right. I think I'm gonna try honor one more time.
Oh, sweet lord, I'm scared. Oh.
I kind of love that Bowie just can't call upon his honor.
He feels that he has it. He's got that that desire to be a knight. Like, I'm a knight. Yeah. I'm honorable. I have to be on the horses and care for the common people.
I have honor.
I have honor.
You think I have honor, don't you?
Hey, don't you ever? You think I have honor? We're just getting the horses.
So
and that's why he's so behind. It's like he's just trying to get everyone to say, "I'm a good knight. You think I'm a good knight?"
You just ended up facing off against Dogged, and Dogged kind of wore you out. He made you expend a lot of energy, and he defended for a long time, and then you ended up exhausted. At one point, you ate shit, typical stuff that would happen in a fight.
Yeah.
Oh, especially the boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just as fantastic.
Sorry, Dogged wore me out.
So you are running now to the stables slower than you normally would.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing the Homer run here. You got 2 steps. All right. And you see Everett run past you as you go.
Bobby.
Okay. Let me see what you're facing here. One sec. You ready for this, Elian?
No.
You're about to have some opponents. Hold on here. I need to pull this stuff out of the book. Because the book be slow when I'm doing everything else. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Elian, I think for this first round, you don't really have much of a choice. You have a horseback rider charging upon you. Why don't you roll a d20 minus 5? Nine it is.
Minus 5. Which is 4.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so this rider, he has really rudimentary armor, not even chain. He's got a spear. He's on a rouncy, not a charger.
So I think he's a proper knight, or I think he's like a
proper knight? No, not a proper knight.
He hasn't even got a charger.
It's hard to say, what's the difference between a sergeant or a esquire if they're on a horse. The answer? Skill. Quality of their armor, the quality of their charger, which he doesn't have one. So yeah, you could make an assumption. Maybe this guy isn't a knight. When you are ready, he will be trying to charge you with his rouncy.
Oh, do I have +5 because I'm on horseback, or is it don't matter because he's already on horseback?
It cancels out because he too is on horseback.
Okay, so. Double checking. I still have +5 because I'm impassioned.
Before you do this, I want to know if you'll be fighting valorously, prudently, or recklessly. If you fight recklessly,
Oh, yeah.
you're entangled with him for 3 rounds. If you fight valorously, you're entangled with him for 2 rounds. If you fight prudently, you only have 1 round of entanglement with him. Good or bad, it's 1 round.
Let's do it valorously, I guess. Or actually, hang on, let me. And then prudent.
You can totally just choose as well if you want.
I know, I just want to.
Yeah.
Let's do valorous because that is a higher score in general. So that makes sense to me.
Okay.
Valorously.
All right. When you are ready, any passions, make sure you apply them, and then go ahead and make your roll.
I crit.
All right, and he fails outright, so that's really bad for him and really good for you. You may... I don't think you've crit with a sword yet.
I don't think I have.
No.
Do I get to?
Okay,
Do I get to check it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I did the first round. Like my first appearance as an NPC.
Take sword. That's right, on Brockville. That's right.
Yeah, on Brockville. I fucked him.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
that's right. The very first time. Very first cameo. Okay, so you're gonna click damage on your sheet, just normal damage, not horse damage.
Okay, my damage.
And then you'll see a button down below that says crit bonus damage. Click that as well.
And where is that button?
You should see it on the bottom left of your screen. Let me know if you don't. It's possible I gotta share it up with you.
I don't see it.
Give me a sec. It says all players. So in your bar, like underneath where it says Bob, Olwyn, Beatrice, Elian, Sir Elian. You see that?
No, I don't have anything underneath it.
Bottom left side of your Roll20.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't have anything under there.
You don't have the feast button or anything?
No.
Or the feast deck. We're
Oh,
on
I
the
have the
winter
feast
phase
deck.
page. If that...
I have the feast deck on the right side.
No, it should just auto set you guys up. I don't know what's going on here. One sec. I'm gonna roll it real quick and then I'm gonna see if you guys see it now. You see it now?
No.
Mm-mm.
There should be... Okay. That's really confusing. That's the whole point of these things, is that they're supposed to show for people. You're not seeing it toggle on and off?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Maybe this is what you gotta do. Okay, do you see the macros section?
Is that going to be under attributes and abilities?
It's
No,
on the tab
beside,
up
yeah,
on the top right.
on the
next to the
top
gear
right
button.
hand side, if you look at the gear, to the left of the gear, there's the 3, what are they, like hexagons? Circles? Like that.
Yeah.
It's
So
called
you
collection.
select that macro,
You have to check
and then
it.
you'll have to put it in bar, I think.
Yeah, click in bar next to it. Let me know if you don't. Let's start at the very beginning. Do you see the gearbox on your top right hand side? That's all settings.
Yes.
Okay, just to the left of it, you should, if you hover over it, you should see collection. Is that what you guys see? Collection? It says, yeah.
We have there's crit bonus, untitled crit bonus damage feat.
Not there
heraldry,
yet.
and lookup.
We're not there
Is-
yet. Just
Oh.
Is that under
Verif-
personalization or display, or is that under dice options? No.
so not in the gear, but just beside the gear. The literally the icon beside the gear is my collection.
Oh, collection. Okay.
Yeah. So now in this,
Oh,
you
yeah,
scroll
there it
down
is.
to the one that says crit bonus. Click in bar.
Yep, I see it now.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that you still okay. Well,
26.
26 is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Fortunately, he has really crappy armor, and he failed, so he can't use his shield. So 26 minus 6. He takes 20 damage there. and a 26. Let's see what this guy's size is. Wait, hold on. That's not what I wanted. 13. So you doubled his size with your damage before armor, which means he just gets toppled over. It's automatically just thrown right off his horse. Doesn't even get to test horsemanship. It's just thrown. So he takes another damage as he rolls to the ground, unconscious. All right, and you get glory for that. You're gonna get 8 glory for that.
Do I also get glory for my sword?
Yeah, I'm writing it down.
Okay. My actual score is an 18, if that matters.
It does.
Okay. Okay, Dogged is doing work on foot. He's managed to take down a similar sort of mounted figure and is now on a roundsea. So he's taken someone's roundsea from them. And Brockville has succeeded kind of in the first trade with somebody. They're riding off wounded. He managed to overcome them despite being on foot. So clearly these aren't the greatest of knights, let's say, to say the least.
I think Elliot is doubting that they're even knights.
Okay. We're gonna give Elian. You got one more round here.
I'm no longer. If he's down, I'm not entangled with him anymore, am I?
No, you're not. So you get to choose whether you're going reckless or staying valorous or going prudent.
I'm gonna stay valorous.
Okay. You tick valorous for this, by the way. I forgot to mention that part. If you go valorous, you tick valorous.
Yeah. Am I able to take the guy down captive?
You could. You don't have a squire, so you're gonna have to forego combat to do so.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that then.
Okay.
She's gonna see if she can take down another guy before they all run out.
You really need a squire.
I need a squire.
We all do.
I also probably need to adopt a child at some point.
See, when you have like an active lord, like Lord Roderick of Salisbury, he gives you squires for free. But when you're a random knight of the realm, no, I'm not saying.
Look, I'm doing my best, Bob. Please help me. You're my TM.
You're a manor lord. That barely counts. Yeah.
How dare you?
Well, she's a princess now.
Right?
Of a realm in a different
I'll get you a
dimension.
goblin. I'll get you a goblin squire. How would you like that?
Okay. D20 -5 for you, Ellie. I got Mr. Salty 23 in the house. Welcome.
For Emily?
Yeah.
For Elian.
Elian, okay. I couldn't tell if I heard Emily or
Like, what's for
Elian.
Emily?
Not yet. So just to,
-5. Whatever, 12 -5.
that would be 7, right?
7.
Okay. So here's a question, though. Or no, it's not, because you were on horse already. This knight, or this rider, rather, is wearing chainmail, has a very fancy-looking shield, and is upon a charger. And he...
Is there any heraldry on him?
There is. Do you want to test to see what it is? You're welcome to do so. You are impassioned.
Can I do recognize?
Nope.
Or does heraldry?
Recognizing an individual. Heraldry is
Okay.
testing the heraldry of somebody to see if you recognize it.
No.
Oh no,
So
it looks
close.
really familiar. You're like, this is one of the neighboring houses, I think. You can't recall which one. You've heard lots of. I mean,
not Saxons.
It's definitely not Saxons, and it's not incredibly uncommon in times of unrest for neighbors to turn upon each other.
No.
Yeah. So, anyways, this knight is bearing down on you with a lance. They have a charger. And what would you like to do in turn?
I'm gonna attack as well.
All right. So you are you going to charge?
Yes. Does that make a difference?
So if you charge with a spear, first off, you'll get a charge bonus, so +5 to your roll. On top of that, or to your skill rather, like a modifier. On top of that, you'll get to do your horse damage, which is 66.
Okay. Yeah, let's do my spear, and that's going to be +5. And what did you say the charge was?
Your charge is a +5. Yeah.
So I get +10 because I'm impassioned.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
He succeeds.
God,
you crit. Okay, so you will get what's your flat skill? 19 normally without the bonuses.
My flat skill is actually it's only a 16.
16. Okay, so 16 glory for that. Great.
And I get to check it, right?
You do. You also get to click horse damage on your sheet. Okay. Not the greatest 66, but you still did damage. Now hit crit bonus damage as well. Down below on that button. Okay. Well, that's something. 19 plus 16. 35 damage. Woo! Now he's got a shield. So 35 minus 10 minus 6. 19. 35 will double, so he's going to fall off his horse. But only for 1. So he lands with 20. He's got a major wound. He's trying to pull himself back up right now.
I intend to take this one captive.
Okay. We will apply that this next round because in this point we have Every entering the fray, and Bowie, you are just getting on your horse right now, and you'll be here next turn. Every, I need a D20 minus 5, please.
D20 minus 5. Oh, subtract 5 from that.
Okay.
I don't know how to roll.
That's all good. All right, so you got an 8. You are facing someone. This person is on a charger. So probably a knight. Nothing really of note on this one. Not really any heraldry either.
All right. I'm gonna, Beatrice is better with a spear. I'm gonna tackle the sword, because clearly we can't be trusted with spear.
Okay. Don't forget, if you did impassion, that you are impassioned, and to make sure that applies. He will be charging you.
Oh God. Okay. I have a shield, right?
You do. Yep.
Okay. Fantastic. Success.
Higher success than his.
Let's go.
All right. So not a crit, and you didn't charge, so you can't apply your horse damage.
No.
You can roll your sword damage though on him. You may not get through. Oh, you got through. 2 damage. And he has to test his horsemanship.
Oh.
He reels, but he stays on. Yeah. And more importantly, he can't charge you again.
Fantastic.
I'm assuming you went valorous. I should have asked you whether you're reckless or valorous, but
sure.
Would you choose prudent in this case? I know Every's kind of is Every a
Prudent
high
is
prudent.
one go. He's famously prudent.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is exactly the foil of Bowie.
Yeah. If you go prudent, all that means is you engage someone new next round. It wouldn't be out of character to be valorous in this moment, right?
Yeah, I think he'd be valorous, and we're just gonna keep going with this guy.
Okay. Elian, back to you. It's possible.
Sorry, someone was moving around behind me. I think they just went to the bathroom though.
Okay.
Just making sure I'm not waking anyone up.
Yes, indeed. So you move to capture this knight? Is it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna test his reckless. I assume you put your sword to him and demand that he yield?
Yes.
Was it sword or spear you used last?
I used a spear last. It's probably my spear.
Your spear?
Oh, he couldn't be 20 reckless, could he? Either or, nine
no.
passes it. I am going to say that he's 16 and 4. Yeah. He is going to try and... Wait, did I say he was unconscious last time? Or did I say he rolled 2?
He rolled. He's still conscious. The first one is unconscious.
Yeah. He is going to try and attack you with his sword.
Hey.
What do you want to...
He is on the ground.
Yes, correct. It's not a very smart move. You can... before you roll damage, you can choose to pull your damage a bit, as not to kill him. But you have to decide that before you roll damage.
I would like to pull my damage. I prefer him alive.
Okay, so just roll a normal, roll with your +10 because you're still mounted and you are inspired. Ooh, that's not very high, is it? Oh, that's close. But you get him. So I'm going to say that his shield is not on him, given he got thrown to the ground. So just give me your regular damage.
And I'm holding damage, right? What does that do?
Half the damage.
Okay.
It's good. You probably
This is why I run awesome damage.
Yeah. So 11 damage. It's going to get through his armor, and you only need one more to fall unconscious, so that was enough.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, he goes to get up, he swings at you, back off, and you just, clip him in the neck with clip him in the throat with it, and he's choking a bit and winded, or you knock him in, the leg or something, bruise his leg, he drops down. That's probably...
Knock him on the head.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's just enough to send him down. Okay, so you officially have an unconscious captive, but you also have no one to hand him off to, per se. We'll figure that out next time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we begin the next round with Bowie entering the fray. D20 -5.
I tried to get on this one horse, but it was so old. It was so old, and he just wouldn't.
It wasn't Turnip, was it?
Turnip. You've named them? That's a 1, baby. Oh wait, -5? Is that...
-4.
It was -4.
Okay. 1. You were fighting someone on a round sea. This round sea, Bowie, gives what's the name of our Sumpter again? The really old one.
His name is
The old one, Turnip. We're literally just talking about
this round sea looks about in as good a shape as Turnip, as far as his age and Yeah, he looks like he can barely carry this
beautifully.
this young mounted soldier who is currently charging you with everything he has.
Goodness, how embarrassing. We almost showed up wearing the same horse.
Your horse protests.
No.
All right,
He charges.
He will charge you, so you remember you get a +5 bonus for charging. Are you going reckless against this opponent, I assume?
Yeah. Oh.
Or valorous?
I think, given the crit earlier on prudent, I think something less than prudent. So I think valorous would
That's fair.
work. Because normally he would go reckless.
Yeah. Good call.
Yes,
I like it. I dig it. All right, when you are ready, give me your roll and let's see what happens.
And it is horsemanship.
Nope.
+5, -5, or just battle?
Oh, I forgot earlier.
Your weapon skill.
Weapon. Okay.
I forgot earlier. My blessed sword is +6 to damage, but it doesn't matter. That guy's down.
Yeah. Were you fighting with a sword?
+d6. I did the first round.
Okay.
Against the guy who.
We'll move past. We'll just kind of like ignore it for now, but we'll remember it for the future.
I'll remember next time.
Oh, but I don't have to subtract anything.
You're on horse, so you get a +5.
So it's just a straight roll.
Are you charging?
Yes.
+5.
Okay.
And you are ready.
Yep.
All right.
Wait.
Crit. All right. Give me your damage, then click the crit damage bonus. Crit bonus damage.
So roll damage and then roll crit bonus?
Yes.
Plus a 10, plus a 16.
Okay, 26. 26. What is that higher than his size? Let's find out. No, it's not. He's a bigger kid. He still has to test horsemanship though. He's okay. He stays on his horse. Okays might not be the right word. So he still takes 26 minus. Oh yeah, he's hurting. So you clip him real good with your sword, but he manages to stay on his horse.
Lovely.
All right. All right, so that was Bowie. Now we're back to Emily for Everett.
It's me. I'm the one fighting.
Yeah. And did you finish your opponent last time?
I did not.
Okay.
So I hit him.
So you must continue.
Did just enough damage for him not to be able to charge me.
Okay.
Because I can't charge with a sword. I have to use a spear, right?
Yeah, you're not able to use the charge bonus or get the horse damage with a sword.
Yeah. Yep, that's gonna be how it's gonna be, because spear is rough. Ooh, that wasn't great either.
And if I recall correctly, you're fighting a 6.
This has been happening to Everett a lot. I feel like he has a pretty good sword. And it's just been like he rolls like trash every time. That's better than his.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, so
Everett's gonna start having like a complex. 14.
14. Ooh.
I don't think that's gonna buy armor, is it? Was he in armor? He was on a charger.
He is. Ooh, he's got a 14. Oh, he has to test his horsemanship because his size is only 14.
Ooh. Fall. Please fall.
Nope.
Why?
Oh.
Okay. 14 damage is not an. Hold on, let's see what he's got. He's got standard armor and shield. Yeah, it's not enough to breach his armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He remains up. It's a good trade, and then kind of the tides of battle change because that was your second round against him. So you're gonna get 4 glory for that, or make that 5 glory.
5 glory.
Yeah, because that was an ordinary night. Okay, that brings us back to Elian. You have you're looking for a new opponent this round. Is that correct?
I think I'm capturing that knight. Does that take the whole round?
That will take your round. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have stewardship. How do you intend? What do you intend to do? Sorry, you don't have a squire. So what do you intend to do to keep him captive?
I guess kind of grab him and pull him like a sack onto my horse, and then ride off to. I assume we're near the village.
Yeah. You were literally just you're in the village because you were defending the village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there like outbuildings, like an outhouse or something?
Yeah, there would be.
I'm gonna go walk him in one of those.
Okay. Just dump him.
Throw him into an house.
Yeah, throw him into a pile of manure or something.
Yeah, and like into a barn in the manure, and then just like block off the area.
Yeah,
so
and take to the defense. Yep. Okay. Understood. I think the only thing that will require is a horsemanship roll. All right. Things are good, and you do so.
Thank God I'm inspired because I have a 15 in horsemanship.
That's fair.
I would have missed it by 1.
Okay. Rockfell has to retreat at this point.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. But he was out here early. He did a little bit of work early on. So everyone else is doing quite well. This is pretty one-sided for you all. We're going to make this the last round given how much you all are doing work. So, Olwen. Not Olwen, Rebecca, aka Bowie right now. Yep. Let's see what you got. Show us what you got. Show us what you got. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the guy again. So just regular sword damage.
Well, you gotta hit him first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Regular sword roll.
Yeah, regular sword roll. Yep. Sorry, yep. Yeah, you're both on horse still, right?
Yeah.
Right, he succeeds, you succeed greater.
Yeah.
Give me your damage.
All right. $15.
And then we confirm that he was a beefy boy, right? He had a 16 size, yeah. So he doesn't have to test horsemanship. I think you see him turn and he's gonna start he's pretty injured. He's gonna start riding away. Yeah. Yeah. As they start to call for.
I love to see, and he's gonna charge after him.
Okay, they're calling for a retreat. Every, where were you at with your exchange?
I was done with my exchange, and I was gonna get another one.
Okay. It depends on what you want to do here, because the call for retreat is just happening at the same time.
I feel like it's more honorable to let them retreat.
Are you impassioned with honor right now?
Yeah, I sure am.
If you do a prudent exchange, it'll be for 1 round, and this would just incorporate someone who hasn't answered the call for retreat yet and is still
why not?
Yeah, you're playing defense basically, right? So
yeah, I want to smack someone. Let's go. That wasn't great. He rolls 13s and 14s the entire time.
We need to see who you're fighting anyway. So why don't you give me a D20? 8 minus 5. Okay.
3.
Oh, you got him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, so now you just
Can
do
we do
standard
real
damage.
damage because we couldn't swing very well?
That was better.
It's better than 14.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And he's not a great, like he's in poor armor and stuff. So let's see, 6 armor. Did you get a shield though? Take 9, and he has a test horsemanship.
Oh,
Hey, he falls.
Yes.
it worked once.
All right, so he falls to the ground. You could take him captive if you want.
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah. All right, I'm
It's
gonna
better
do
than 1.
one more exchange for the NPCs, and then we're gonna look at Bowie in there.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's doing well otherwise. Bowie.
Bowie. Yeah, I'm charging after the man.
The man.
Man.
Okay. This is the one. You're on a charger, right?
Yes.
Crap. Okay, I think you're gonna have a short opportunity to overcome him here, and to do so, you're charging at him on your horse, recklessly. Yep. I need you to make a horsemanship roll.
What?
And
damn him.
The bane of Bowie's existence.
It's gonna be against his horsemanship roll.
Yeah.
You guys are both gonna wipe out.
They both are going.
Yeah, you're going. Things are going so well for you, and then your horse just stops and just slingshots you forward. You just bail off
into him. Bail.
Yeah. All right, I need a.
Yes.
I need a D6, and I will warn you, this one will explode. So if you hit a 6, we keep rolling for damage for you.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So roll.
Good for me.
Yeah.
How much does this horse hurt you?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Okay.
I do the same thing for him. Okay. He takes more than you do. He's like groaning.
He got hit by a Bowie.
Yeah. The Bowie slingshot.
The Bowie knife.
Yeah, the 2 other damage is the Bowie damage.
Yeah.
You're trying to like glomp octopus glomp him and take him down.
Bowie really has turned into like our cartoon character of the. All right. Well, for that, okay. So we're gonna hand out the basics. So you'll get 6 glory for that. I think we're gonna add an extra 10 for humor. Like, they'll call you. I think Bowie's new nickname is Bowie the Flying. Is what they'll call it.
Glorious.
Bowie the Bird.
Flight. Like a yes.
He'll for sure never tell anyone the real reason he's called that.
I'm glorious. My wings.
He's a demented pigeon. Every 3 of it, at least.
Everybody's allowed. Nobody else, though.
Right, for sure. All right. All right. So that will conclude that. Is there anyone that I didn't assign glory to for your exchanges? Everyone got it. Okay. Wait. So you have 3 captives, unless Bowie just wants to kill his.
Oops, I accidentally hit him with my sword when I flew into him.
Give me an awareness roll real quick.
That might change it. 17?
Yeah, so he's a big boy, and emphasis on the boy. It's probably about 17 years old.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right. He can be my squire. I don't have to kill him.
Now we're getting squires.
Just kidnapping them.
Sure, he's gonna be so excited about that. He's not gonna use that to stab you in the back at all.
I could have killed him.
Instead, you shall make him a knight.
I like to believe we'll be on whatever journey we're on, and Bob will just do a random roll and be like, somewhere in Barrowcrest, Bowie's new squire stabbed him. Like, Bowie's not even with us. Like, it's just a roll to see if in this amount of time.
I honestly like the idea of Bowie taking a squire from someone he defeated.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
To learn to be better.
Do better. I like that.
Do better.
Do better. I caught him. He's mine now. That's how this works.
Okay. So, we're gonna zoom in kind of on the aftermath. Is the only one injured, and not even seriously, was Brockvale. Like he didn't have a major wound, but he just needs to be stitched up pretty good. Meliodas did have he's grunting, and he definitely needs to be sewn up as well.
Minodos.
Minodos, not Meliodas. Sorry, Minodos. He needs a little bit of first aid as well. Everyone else is pretty much unharmed. It was pretty one-sided. Clearly, there's more skill with your group of knights.
Skill issue.
Must be the dodgeball.
The dodgeball.
So we're gonna zoom in on your main characters, Olwen, Beatrice, Elian, and I think Elian's captive because Elian has the rich one out of the group as far as captives go. So we'll just say that as you are given the coast is clear kind of sign that things are safe, we'll have a lot of you meet within the town. With a captive who looks probably the most like a leadery sort, and that is sorry, I'm just listening to Nicole's Minecraft pig mouse scroll there.
Mouse roller.
You contest recognize. I will give you actually, Owen, I will allow you a distaff roll in place of recognize in this case. Beatrice and Elian with this person's sort of, they don't have a helm, but with their chainmail removed from their head, getting a clearer picture of the face.
Ooh,
whoa.
Great. Critical distaff.
So close. Unless I don't think I'm impassioned anymore. It's a different scene.
Yeah, I think
Am I
totally
adding anything to recognize or just recognize?
I think for you, maybe because you had a little bit more exposure to what was going on here.
Oh, if I have any bonus, I didn't apply it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you all can kind of confirm, but well, why don't we start by a +5 for Beatrice?
Yeah, no, we knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Okay, that was Beatrice, not Bowie, or
That was Beatrice, not Bo,
Okay.
or not Everett.
Everett.
Everett. Yeah. Sorry.
I keep forgetting to change the little tag.
Okay. Good idea now. This is a familiar face, someone who's been at court with you various courts. This is Amethan of Martin Manor.
Oh, buddy.
I've hung out with him before.
He
Mhm.
liked me.
I think I've discussed swords with him before.
And just to make a note, this is not Arthin, who we've confused before with. Arthin's the crazy one. Amethan was the really proper Esquire, actually. Not knight.
So not the one that distracted.
Correct. Correct, not that guy.
Okay.
Though,
He's so
with Alien's
nice.
crit, he probably would have been on his ass too. So,
Yeah. Oh,
Alien
why?
recognizes him because she's hung out with him before and is just so disappointed.
Yeah. I thought we were allies.
It was before the news of you bending a knee to the unseelie queen.
I bent no knee.
You serve her.
I don't. I play a role. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to change things from the other side. Maybe people could ask me about it instead of just listening to rumors. It's not exactly the kindest thing to raid your neighbors without confirming anything.
I'll take an intrigue roll from the three of you.
I am also intrigue. Although not as
Success.
awesome.
Why? Intrigue
Well,
is my concept. Really?
It was bad enough that Beatrice failed, and then when Elian succeeded, that was what really
I'm
did
gonna
it.
go
Just like,
out in the
damn
corner. I'll be back.
Yeah, it might just be that Beatrice doesn't even care about
Beatrice is angry.
this guy.
Beatrice
Yeah,
is pre-wedding jitters.
Sometimes you don't
Oh,
pay
not
attention.
pre-wedding jitters. She's just mad.
everything's
Pre-wedding
getting
mad.
in the way of her wedding.
Can I ask an odd question?
What's up?
How old is Amethyst?
He is like 23.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. 22.
22.
Is when you guys first met him. What year? We were 501. No, he's got to be older than that. So he started. Hold on.
Beatrice is
I want
27.
to say 497? Maybe 496?
496. Yeah. So he is 24.
Okay.
Time flies. He probably looks a little bit older than that. That was him at 20. I haven't updated his picture. I think for the intrigue success from Olwen and Elian, he doesn't say much. Everyone knows he doesn't say much. But I think for Elian and Olwen, you can tell that's because he's like torn. Like there's guilt in him and he's uncertain about this whole thing.
Do you know what would have happened if she hadn't accepted that? Just think about it. You say no to the Queen of the Unseelie. What do you think she's going to do? And then on top of it, she would do it to our knowledge, all of Summerland. So that girl is what's standing between you and meeting the Unseelie Queen personally.
I have a question. It is still so fall and winter have passed, right?
Yeah.
So how much did the Seelie affect Summerland during that period?
We don't
You
know.
have no idea. It's so beyond your scope of knowledge, even with your history. Yeah. That kind of intricate secret probably isn't even something Olwen will get as a princess of the Unseelie. So it's sort of like the understanding of the universe almost. it's a lifetime of study. Merlin could probably tell you.
But there
it's
weren't
about-
any like major raids that we've heard about by goblins or anything, right?
You haven't done any sweep, but I also didn't declare anything, so no, you haven't. You haven't heard anything.
Okay.
But major is different than you wouldn't necessarily hear about unless you're up and up on lots of intrigue and you spend a lot of your free time looking for rumors, which usually when I ask what you guys want to do, that's not what I hear. I don't think you would be privy to that. So,
Yeah, that's not part of Allian's personality to search down rumors.
Amethyst says, "You can ransom me back to my house if you wish. Though I must warn you, we are on hard times."
I don't really want much. I don't need anything.
Isn't he technically my captive?
Do you say that?
No. She just kind of like,
Yeah,
Hmm?
it's up to you.
I
Technically,
mean,
yes.
I considered
Yes.
my loyalty lord.
It would absolutely
she's not
be.
gonna-
It would absolutely be Olwyn could, as a lord of the house, it would be Olwyn's right to divvy up the captivity. A generous lord would give it to the knight deserving, right? So
Mhm.
we'll let that fall as it is.
In which case, yes.
I mean, I succeeded my loyalty lord earlier pretty well,
Right.
so I'm just going to leave it.
Mhm.
She's like, okay, if she wants to do that, she does that.
I will
I've
continue.
never used my Libram.
I don't need much, and it's really not up to me, as you're not exactly my ransom. But if it were up to me, I'd just take a promise that you won't do this again. But again, you're not mine.
He looks to Elian and says that I'm your captive. I should warn you, though, I can make no such promise.
Well, Elian,
She's going to go. I think if you can afford it, 1 Libram, just as a token.
maybe some chores while he's here.
Oh, that would, yeah, not go Harley. Yeah. I enjoyed your company at feasts.
Likewise. There's a look. I'll give you guys another intrigue on this. It's a different scenario.
Please, intrigue. I'm sorry for whatever I did.
Nope.
Success.
Success.
Hey.
Oh, no,
Intrigue
Welcome
forgave
back.
me.
And Elian too.
no, Elian failed.
Oh,
Elian
Elian failed.
failed.
Okay, I didn't see that up above.
Elian failed spectacularly.
Okay,
He did not
so
humble.
I think Olwen and Beatrice, you kind of realize that there's this knightly pride in him, and like the idea of it's like, all right, little guy, why don't you, how about a Libram? And you can go back and play with your little wooden sword, and be a soldier back there. Like there's a sense of him, like, if he was a real threat, you wouldn't be doing this, and I think that that's eating him up. You don't know necessarily his story either, right? But he seems to be like hurt by it.
Owen will sigh
By the low
and
ransom.
say, Owen will sigh and say, well, what? Do you want us to extort you after you've already told us that you're on hard times, that you can't afford it? Or do you want to be... I don't... Things
No.
are hard.
Well,
Sometimes
I understand.
you have to... I can put you to work. You can act like a knight while you're here, if you'd like.
Those words cut deep for him.
Ooh.
I mean, like a
And he-
knife,
so
so hostage, but yeah.
He says
Act as a knight.
pity that I was
What, are you
born
not-
third and not second.
So?
I was only recalled from the monastery because my brothers died at St. Albans.
I'm sorry, that's not...
If I was a threat,
No.
you would not be returning me for a librum.
Fine. Then what ransom would you have me ask?
It's getting
You
kind of
come at
Monty
me
Python.
and say that I am... You come at me and say, oh, we don't want you to be around because you're some awful, awful, awful person who sides with the unseelie, who are unkind and unjust. And then you ask for mercy because you're on hard times. And then you have this pride about you when I give in to that mercy. What would you have me do? I just can't win with you, apparently. And sometimes you can't win. Sometimes you have to make hard choices. Not everyone is pleased.
He looks down, and then he'll kind of look over to Elian and say, "It is not my offer to accept. I will take whatever mercy is offered."
If you wanted to pay me more, I won't turn it down. But the reason I made it so low is because I have enjoyed your company in the past, and I quite like you.
I understand.
I'm not going to execute you just for your pride. As Elian said, you have been a good ally to us.
Then I'll reconsider my position once I'm returned. Thank you
And
for
since
your
he's
mercy.
dead-
He kind of like bows very formally. He's a little bit dead inside at the moment, but that's just his ego and big feels right now. But
It says he's head of Compton. Does that mean it's his banner, or is he underneath the Lord?
head would mean he's the Lord. Yep.
Okay.
That much you know.
Oh, that one labor definitely hurt, but she figured she'd just ask for a night's salary.
Yeah, and if he's telling you he doesn't have much as a Lord of a Manor, that's not a good sign.
No.
But also,
Unless
I'd like to remind you, how
lying.
much does Olwen have right now? And she's not in a
Not,
hard
not
shape.
great,
So, yeah. So it's welcome to anarchy.
right?
All right. And Amethan the Esquire will be temporarily in captivity till the ransom is paid. So probably while you guys are away. Well done, folks. There were no fumbles. No one got, Elian's first battle in recent time where she wasn't critically hit. So majorly wounded. So first time with armor in a while too. That's always exciting to have
Yeah.
armor on.
Literally,
during
I was like,
combat.
do we have our armor on? Because the first thing I was going to be asked, I put on the armor.
Yeah.
We've learned our lesson as a group.
Good lesson. Good lesson.
It is a very good lesson.
Oh.
Put the
All
armor
right.
on.
Well, it's hilarious. I'm like, all right, we're gonna start the wedding quest, but it's already almost 2 hours in. We are gonna start it regardless, but we're gonna take a quick couple minute break. I'm gonna fill up a water bottle. We'll be back soon. All right. Okay, let's dive back in. We're about to undertake the quest. Just a note on the map for purposes of this. So, we still have it as not Olwen's shield. It's Barrowcrest Manor. And then the original shield. But Compton Martin is right here. So.
Yeah, Amethan.
Amethan. That's right.
Yes. Yes, indeed. And more. Okay, so, and then Wells is down here. Right? And then Glastonbury is down here.
So we might actually have to go through Wells to get to Glastonbury.
Yeah, if you
might as well
recall
do
your
that
last, or not last time, maybe not your last time to Glastonbury, but remember one particular time you went to Wells, which has a very, not PTSD location called Welford Manor. Yep, Garanwi's home, and that's where you met Sir Jaren for the first time on your way down to
There's
Glastonbury.
so many things that could
Sir
go
Lou.
awesome. That is Sir Lou.
With your boy Sir Lou.
Owen still doesn't know he's dead.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, I never told her.
No.
I know he's dead. I say Beatrice got that information before you did.
You'd be like, man, we still need to deal with Sir Lou. Oh, he died years ago.
Yeah,
What?
that's what I was thinking. She might be like, oh, right, the Lou
I
exists.
don't remember where Beatrice heard that, but I know Beatrice knows that bit of information.
I think it happened when
about
Olwen was away or something, and that's why.
Yeah, it was when she was at court.
Are we discussing it with Pat again? That's all I remember about it.
Let's talk about your away squad. So, the three of you. Cadogan, I'm assuming, but doesn't have to be.
My father.
Yeah. Right, just the A list of heroes here.
Oh yeah, they're all gonna be thrilled when I come around the corner with him. It's gonna be awesome.
This is like the what's the name of them? The villains turn. No, the villains turn somewhat.
He's missing a hand.
Squad. Thank you.
Right about that. He's missing a hand.
Yeah,
Jaren cut off a hand.
Yeah, no, not an effective fighter. He's there to help navigate.
Yep.
He's a navigator. He's your navigator.
I wouldn't put him as
Today I'll be
navigator.
I'll be your navigator.
He's looking for one specific thing. He is in charge of one thing.
Owen, are you taking anyone?
Anyone in particular?
Yeah, like do you have a knight that you want to name in your defense, or?
I'll take. I think we decided to leave as many people behind as we could.
Sounds
we only
about
have
right.
one night currently.
But yeah, but I
we have Cadogan and Elian.
Elian.
We have
We
two.
have Cadogan and Elian.
So we have two with us.
Should be fine.
Okay, sounds good.
But all right.
Should be fine. Well,
I'm sorry, Elian.
let's challenge those words.
I'm sorry, Emily. Wait. I think we should bring Brockvale with us.
Oh, we're gonna blow Brockvale's mind. He doesn't know about any of this.
It'll be fun. And I kind of want to take Minodos, but he's a little bit more of a,
He would be going through. He would be withdrawing alcohol.
Exactly.
There's
and
no
I think
alcohol.
he needs a little bit of comfort around him when he does that. So, yeah, we're taking Brockvale, especially due to the fact that the last couple times he hasn't necessarily.
He's sad.
Yeah, and I think he needs to know that Olwen does have faith in him.
Beatrice does.
Okay, who wants to first aid him?
Oh yeah, he's injured.
I'll do it.
I fumbled my last first aid. Don't have me do it.
I think I fumbled my last first aid.
Like, you don't need that hand. It's like,
oh come on!
I had a scratch on my arm.
You want me to try?
Yeah.
I don't know how effective it's gonna be. It's not nearly as good as yours. Oh,
Hey, what's up?
okay.
Ticket.
It's already
Take
ticked.
it, and I will add it to.
It's like, I can
thing.
see this great thing where Owen's like, I'm trying to pull this knife out really, carefully. Beatrice walks up.
I don't want to hurt him because it's.
Just yanks it.
Yeah.
Nope, yep, that's exactly how that goes.
I mean, effective, but goodness, bedside manner.
It works when you did it. But no, I pull a steak out of a peddler's hands and
That was cruel. That was intentionally cruel.
Oh, poor dude.
Okay. And then how many days from the raid are you staying behind, sort of, or is it same day?
I mean,
Beatrice doesn't want to wait.
we have a serious time crunch.
Okay. All right. So it's currently Friday. Why does that matter? Because anyone with wounds doesn't heal till Sunday. Okay. So
I think just Brock fail.
Yeah. He's not in bad shape though. He has 6 wounds. And he's been first aided, so he can ride. He just has to be careful. He's not going to say much. He's going to insist that he's fine. As most knights do. We're going to start with our 2 companions to this. So we'll start with Rebecca and Nicole in this case. Why don't you give me a D100 each?
I've got it.
Is an 8 good?
We'll find out.
34.
We shall find out. Nope, not that one.
Thought you were to say nope, not
I
good.
thought you were saying no, it's not good.
yeah, nope, not good.
Oh,
Like,
that 8?
doing
No, not on
stuff.
that particular table.
That's a dragon.
All right. Well, let's find out. It could be a dragon. I'm not going to say it won't be. let's
Is
see.
a dragon an option?
Yes.
Bowie and I ran into one in the
Fairy
forest.
stuff. I mean, there's a very famous dragon. It's
Yeah, Bowie and Elian ran into a dragon in Sauvage and we were lost. Did you forget about that?
I think
did.
she probably put it out of her mind due to what Bowie did to get away from that dragon.
No.
You sacrificed a
I'm
horse.
remembering now.
It worked.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how thrilled are Elliot and Owen that Beatrice just beat a man from the dungeon? I was like, all right, let's go.
Unhappy. I mean, Owen is just like, look.
I asked
This
you
is
your
why-
opinion and then promptly ignored it. I was like, what do you want to do with him? And then let him out anyway.
I don't know why I didn't bother. I just may as well make you the head of Barrowcrest Manor, Beatrice. The way you just do whatever you feel.
I mean, we can't pretend I wouldn't be good at it.
You would! That's what's infuriating! You'd be incredible!
She doesn't negate that.
I mean, from my experiences, witches typically do whatever the hell they want.
Yes, but apparently you just can't do that when you're, lady or the lord. Anytime you do whatever you feel like, people are like, ew, that wasn't the right choice.
Yeah, witches have their own rules. Witches, I'm pretty sure, no rules.
No, there are rules.
I'm an unseelie princess. What sort of rules am I supposed to have that witches don't?
Oh, I don't think you have one as an unseelie princess. You have rules as Olwen, Lady Olwen the human.
That's fair.
As Princess Olwen, you don't have any restrictions.
Sometimes people make sense and it infuriates me.
Up ahead on the road, I need awareness rolls from all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Who rolled it?
I imagine you guys don't
Ooh,
take
success.
your normal route through Axbridge.
We take the paths that we've like not
Yeah,
using the
Isn't
paths.
there a plague in Asperge? Isn't there a plague
that's
in
what I'm saying.
Axbridge?
Normally,
Yeah,
you'd go
Oh,
through
right.
Axbridge. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, got you. I see what you're saying.
We
Yeah,
stay well away.
accurate.
Okay, and then let's start with Elian's hunting roll.
Let's go.
Can I try and imagine myself?
I don't think for a hunting roll.
Okay.
We got this.
It's a success.
Hey.
I think we always forget how stupidly good my hunting skill is.
Yeah, and
Because
that's
it
the thing,
fails all the
because-
time.
Because like
I
if you're gonna
fumble so
fumble, if you're
much.
gonna fumble the roll, that means that you're probably gonna fumble the passion, and that's worse.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. Where did I get that? Okay.
I don't think I'm melancholy anymore because we had a time skip.
Correct.
Right.
You guys pass through a forest path, avoiding Axbridge. This would be another decent road normally. It's pretty narrow as you wander your way through. And as you're making your way in, I think you all hear the sound of a horse ahead. But I think Beatrice, you spy, just through the trees for a second, you spy the glint of armor. It's like a winding road, so you're kind of looking through the trees to see where the road continues, and it looks like there is presumably an armored, mounted soldier head.
She's going to very quietly to whatever knights are closest to her. Just say the word knight ahead.
Probably Cadigan.
Hey, yeah, probably.
I have a question. When you say it's narrow, like how many horses wide?
One.
Like, are we having to go single file or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's not what I'm looking for. Where is it? There we go. Let's go with the ambient sound. So, I think Cadigan looks. They look to Olwen for like direction here. Like they're obviously going to move forward alongside Elian to figure out who's at front. I'm assuming Elian, you're at front because
I'm hunting.
You're hunting.
I'm the lead.
Yeah, Olwen will just look and nod approvingly at their motion.
Yeah. I'll hail him as is proper. No noticeable heraldry at this point.
None. Completely absent. But his armor is nice. It's a darker silver.
Ooh.
When you hail him, it's quiet. He simply shifts on his horse and turns it to face all of you. He has his spear out already, obviously. In one hand, shield in the other.
Since he doesn't respond, I guess I'll have us all stop. I mean, we can't get by him anyways.
Hail, sir. response to my knights. Perhaps you'll speak with me?
You hear a voice call out through the armament. As you kind of get a closer look at this knight, he is wearing a helm, something not traditionally seen in this era.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And through the helm, you hear, "State your purpose, Princess of the Unseelie."
Well, technically, it's not autumn, but we are on the way to Wells. My friend's getting married, and we're gathering supplies, as it were.
Ellie is reaching for her sword.
You guys have Rickard with you too, don't you?
We do.
Okay. I'm gonna say, unless you don't allow it, he's on turnip.
Oh no!
Oh,
I don't allow
do
it.
that.
Absolutely not. No.
Turnip is a
Okay.
sumpter.
Turnip is a sumpter, and Turnip is a pasture pet. He lives in the pasture. He
Okay.
occasionally helps us.
You've
with
retired him.
farming.
You've retired him. Okay.
Yeah.
But he'll be on a round
him
C
fight
then.
the 20-year-old horse out
Yeah.
there.
Since I succeeded my suspicious and fumbled my trusting, Elliot is very suspicious and reaches for her sword. She's not going to draw it yet because Olwen's trying to take the peaceful route.
Yep.
But she's prepared if he does attack.
Where are you destined to travel?
As I said, Wells. First, I think. And then eventually Glastonbury.
And nowhere else.
Unless we get waylaid.
Don't get waylaid.
Indeed. That is the plan. As of right now.
There's a long pause. He looks over a lot of you. And then turns his horse and starts to ride down the path. The same
Can I need
direction.
fairy lore?
Oh.
Sure.
Do I think this has anything to do with fairy?
I absolutely
I
do.
succeeded.
With that armor.
Yeah, she's thinking it is.
That was certainly armor beyond this
Mhm.
realm from what you've seen.
Is it similar to mine or the Goblin Knight?
It looks superior to both.
Would I get the idea that he was Sealy? Or would
You could make that assumption, but it would very much be an assumption. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what Olwen did assume. Whether it's correct or not, that's her thought.
Would I be... I think she would have an idea if he was similar to her, because she was a Fae Knight. And she was stationed to guard an area. Does she have that?
I'll give you all an unpassion, so you can't apply passion here, but recognize roll -7. If you have less than 7 in recognize, just make it a 1. You're trying to roll a 1.
So just do -4 if I have a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That night will not be in your path. continuing forward.
All right.
I could have went different. I always feel like saying that 'cause it's like, well, that ended weird. It's like, well, players make choices. Sometimes they're good ones.
Yeah,
Man.
That felt like a good one.
I think
chill.
I think Olwen has learned, like, you know, sometimes you don't want to be cagey.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so continuing down to Welford, or past Welford into Wells. Very familiar road. Not one you're entirely unfamiliar with. You make your way, I assume, right into the village, and past the village to the remnants of Beatrice's old shack, as it were.
Mm-hmm. I think it was the first time some people have been here.
I think so, but not the PCs.
Here. Yeah, PCs.
I think both. I think Elian was present. Yeah, definitely present when you found the corpse
that's where
here.
we found.
Yeah, someone left a body
the corpse
here.
hole. Yeah.
The corpse.
All right. So, let's see if there's anything different going on today. Beatrice or Emily, just give me 2 D100 this time.
An 11 and a 49. I don't like when you make...
Yeah. You arrive where would be the shack. It's been torn down.
Oh no.
Ouch.
It doesn't look like it's like been dealt with. No one's cleaned it up. This looks like a matter of like
collapsed in kind of thing.
It looks like it was torn down and quite what's the right way to put this? Kind of haphazardly, kind of like a mob came through, ripped it apart, and left it.
Like maybe the place was raided.
Would be nothing to raid here.
No, that was people are angry. Still dismount off her horse and just kind of kick part of the rubble.
Yeah. Olwen, tests concern commoners, actually. Yeah. And Beatrice, just give me like a folklore roll.
Oh. There's a fumble.
Yeah.
We were doing 2. I was like, are we going to get out of this without one? The answer was no.
Oh, and this looks like the kind of shoddy business when a bunch of commoners get angry about something and rip something apart haphazardly.
Yeah.
You know, if this were modern era, you'd see a sign that says, go away, witches.
Yeah.
Just for funsies. Oh, I crit.
You just like to rub it in, don't you, Nicole? Every time you roll
right, well, you tick it. Yeah.
Does it also go up by 1 because it's under 5?
No,
not
it's an automatic tick when you succeed,
okay.
even if it's not a crit. But
crit just gives you 4 glory in this case.
Mm-hmm. But Beatrice, I mean, I know you had no love for your mother, but still, I'm so sorry.
Nah, not as big of a deal as you think.
Still,
I wasn't exactly happy.
Still, it's a memory, and it was a living memory. It's unfair when strangers get a say.
I mean, I wasn't exactly protecting. Neither was Nimue, neither was my mother.
Right. Well, shall we start to move these things and look
Brockfell
around?
just sort of like absent-mindedly, without meaning to offend, says, "You lived here?"
Some of us came from inauspicious
Yeah.
beginnings, Brockvale.
Some of us. I don't know if you're included in that. Some of us. Olwen.
It doesn't matter.
I was also a noble.
Yeah.
I am actually a noble, you realize.
Yep,
I mean,
you're
I'm
still a
second born.
noble.
I'm a second born, but still.
I am the neighborhood peasant.
I
Not
meant
for long.
os, as in like the royal os.
To
Like,
the answer to your question, Brockvale, yes, I lived here. There were 3 people who lived here. So we've been 3 people. My mother, my sister, and I.
I see.
She was a witch. Thus, this.
Oh, I see.
She's going to turn to her father. Do you remember where it is from here?
Yes. I hope so.
So do I.
He'll dismount and lead his horse. There's kind of like a, because it's on the outskirts of town, there's kind of like a little nearby grove. And he begins kind of looking around.
Go follow him.
yeah. Me as well.
What am I looking for?
He's like, I remember an oak tree. We stood under it.
I will do my best with the familiarity of the area to help find it.
Okay. All right. Just go with some. I mean, because you're all there. Why don't we just go with some general like hunting rolls for funsies? We'll go in rounds.
Ooh.
See how long this takes. I'll roll for him too.
I don't have hunting on my sheet, do I? Oh, I do. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, we had 2 successes. Me, I failed.
Okay. I think it's one of those things where Olwen and Elian, you both what would it be, I wonder? Give me a D100 each of you. Let's see what the clue is that brought you into this.
$60.
89.
Okay. I think Beatrice you know what? We'll figure this out. I need con rolls from all 3 of you.
Ooh. Success.
Sorry, rolling up my sheet. Success.
Okay, you're all good. It's actually Brockfell then, because he was wounded. He there's like a moment where he sort of drops down to a knee, like onto all fours, like he's in bad shape right now. And I think Ellie and you just being close, you kind of recognize, so you're like kind of triaging him, and Olwen, you as well. And
yeah, I was gonna say, like, oh,
Go
do you
ahead.
need help? Do you need me to check on your wound?
It should be
Right.
fine. He is
But we
bleeding
wouldn't want to
through.
infect
You can see like a little bit of stain from through the chainmail.
Look, you have your job as a knight, and I have my job as your lady to look after your wounds. Please allow me to do my job.
Both Elian and Olwen, as you're kind of like standing right there, you both kind of knock your foot into what you assume is like a rock. But it's seems to be something protruding from the ground slightly. So you assume it's like a rock, but it's you kind of kick it again like lightly, and it's wood. It's made of wood, and you kind of look up and you see like it's kind of before like a pretty grand oak tree amongst this little grove here.
Oh.
Hey, Iran. Does this ring a bell for you?
Oh, yes, that's it. Now all I have to do is remember what I did with it.
Did you bury it?
I could have, perhaps.
I'm going to move him to stand under it.
Okay.
And she's going to stand opposite. You were married here.
We were.
You stood under this.
We did.
And you tied your hands. And then once you tied your hands, what did you do?
Damn it, why are you putting me on the spot here?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I think while they're having this very...
I'm walking through steps.
Yeah.
I am retracing steps.
Yeah.
I think while they're having this very private, sentimental moment, Elian is chiding Rockvale so that Olwen can treat him.
Yep, I was literally just about to roll first aid, be like, well, I said I would do it. I may as well roll it.
May as well roll to help him.
Wow.
Success.
Okay. And what were you doing, Elian, while this was happening? Sorry?
I was just chiding him so that he would let her do it and also just distract him. He doesn't do too much protesting.
I don't know. Olwen trying to take...
I think she just, knowing him and his deep affection for Olwen, he's not going to want her to see him in a weakened state, so she's just trying to make him not think about it.
I was thinking the opposite.
He says,
there, baby.
Iran, as he's with Beatrice, just says, we had just been given right by the Lord of Welford to build here. A simple place. We were celebrating after well, we had unwanted visitors.
And who is that?
The ladies of the lake.
They came to take her away.
He nods.
They didn't, though.
No. I threatened them.
That's alright, I've done that too. So you threatened them and they left.
I do not think they were truly afraid of me. But yes, they left.
What did you do after?
We sought refuge in the manor.
Did you take the hand tie with you to the manor? Or did you get rid of it before then?
He looks confused. No, you're right. It had to remain a secret. We thought if the ladies of the lake saw no evidence of such, that we were young, we thought we could get by them.
So you hid the evidence.
He nods. I remember he kind of looks around. He's like, he's got like a stump, right? So he's like,
yeah.
He's like, my hands were dirty. And he kind of realizes, he keeps forgetting, you know, it's still kind of new to him. So, not having a hand thing.
Your hands were dirty. Covered in dirt.
He nods.
So you buried it.
I did.
Did you walk a long way or a short way?
Your mother came prepared. She was always prepared.
No doubt.
She had a box, a small box made of wood, something that could hold it. She carved a symbol in it so that it would protect it from the elements and make it irretrievable by others.
So it's irretrievable currently.
Well, I'm here.
So you put it in the box. Did you bury it under this tree, or did you pick another?
Owen and Elian, you guys are kind of doing other stuff, but give me an awareness roll -5. Love it.
9.
You're like, Brockville.
I'm bickering with Brockville.
Holding Brockville down so she can fix the wound.
Yeah. This is I believe it's close by. Very close.
I imagine Elian sees Brockvale as like a sibling.
That's fair.
He probably does not return the sentiment.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first meeting you had with him, you knocked him off his horse, so he's not your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Hold still. God.
It's
so
really okay,
squirmy.
Lady Owen. I'll be fine.
Please.
I'm going to just test something with. Actually, Beatrice, give me an awareness roll.
Alrighty.
And if not, we'll have Tess. Good old Cadogan.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so
There we go. Thanks, Cadogan.
Cadogan kind of walks up to, like, almost right where Elian and Brockvale and Olwen are, and sort of looks down and kind of tilts his head and gives like a knock, and it sounds like a knock on wood. It's the thing Olwen and Elian actually kicked.
Yeah.
To begin with. He says,
It's hollow.
perhaps this is it. He starts to, he pulls out his dagger and starts to like shovel with it.
Not
Clear.
so unretrievable then. Cadogan, I'd be careful. My mother touched it, and you know what that means.
Right. No, actually, I have no idea what that means.
Usually
You'll
something
probably
bad.
fall in love with it.
No, the last time my mother had anything to do with me, I ended up unconscious on another man's horse riding away.
Yeah, right. But in this case, should I stop trying to retrieve it? Is there something you can do?
I don't know what'll happen if you touch it.
Okay, I won't touch it.
I don't want to cast, but I'm gonna need to cast things. She cast a spell.
He digs for a while, and you can actually see like the contents of the box been kind of like, as it's sunk in certain areas, it's sort of tilted, so it's like the edge of the box is sticking out. That's what Olwen and Elian kicked. It's probably like yay big.
All right. I feel like I may need to roll a passion because I really want this to happen.
Go for it.
I like don't want to do this badly, if that makes sense.
What are you trying to do? Let's start with that.
I want to dispel it because I'm a little worried because making it irretrievable sounds like it's the fact that we can see it and it's out of the ground feels like it's going to vaporize them.
Okay, I will give you this. You do have sight.
Oh.
With your
I
talents, you
forget
might
about
might be able to interpret what sort of magic is on it.
That would be
Ooh,
probably
could I roll
better.
that here?
Sight is a success.
You can.
I frequently forget I have sight, and I just...
I also succeeded.
Olwen, yours is a bit more narrow. Like, you know, it's magic. It's it's not of glamour. That's what you're able to identify.
Elian's not even going to try.
Yeah, that's fair. It wouldn't. It's honestly,
would
you're
not
gonna see a
occur.
magic box with your skill set. Like, it's not gonna. It's only Beatrice's sort of talent
It would mean
of
nothing to
magic.
her.
Her knowledge of magic is what's gonna allow her. Owen has an innate ability with glamour that's kind of been taught a little bit around that, and then for Beatrice, this is what she does. Like, she spends her time doing this stuff. So with a success on sight and your familiarity with protect magic, this would be something akin to like a protect spell. So typically protect by itself is not something that can cause harm to someone, at least not intentionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll look to her father. Do you want to get it out, considering you're supposed to be one of the people that can?
He smiles to you. Yeah, we'll give him one sense of humor kind of line. He'll say, "Suppose so. No good as a knight with one hand. What does it matter if I keep this one?" And with that, he'll reach down.
That wasn't what I meant.
Yeah.
Hello?
You said you would be fine.
Yeah.
I think she actually was
Dad.
like, "That's not what I meant. I
Yeah.
told you. You said it was gonna
You
be."
got- You got Aaron's one dad joke that he's gonna give you.
There's one bad joke for the whole time.
So he'll pull the box free. It does come free with his pull. He kind of has to like dig around it still, even though Cadogan's dug it out. And with that, he asks to see Cadogan's dagger, and then he begins to bang on the lock component on it, and then it kind of pries free. And everyone kind of like when it like it makes like a tink noise, and then everyone's like, "Oh!" Nothing happens. He pops
They've all
it
been
open.
through too much. They're all just like,
He pops it open, and you can see it is. You guys both activated sight earlier.
Correct.
To the mundane eye, it looks simple. It looks like it was woven from basic strands of like local plant fiber. Nothing that would hold, especially over the generations, or not very well, anyways. But it looks very preserved. To your insight, however, you can see that it's been crafted part of this sort of relic. When created, it can take a part of somebody. I mean, all magic takes a part of someone. That's why you have to sleep like you do, Beatrice, after you cast, right? Sometimes you can imbue that especially potent emotions, potent I guess milestones in life. They can, especially those blessed by the gods, they can mean something even more. And I think you're left with the impression like this was, you know, for whatever your mother and father have become, this was crafted in pure love, or with pure love. It was yeah. Not to get too sort of corny fairy tale with it. It's just the emotion itself was something.
Yeah,
pure.
that's
yeah.
it.
He kind of looks it over. You can tell as he retrieves it, he sort of, there's a nostalgic look in his eyes, and then he hands it over to you.
Are you actually alright with me using it?
Of course.
I can return it here when I'm done.
No, it's, things like this are meant to be passed on. It was our story.
Yeah, sorry.
He looks like, well, he's not
It's
particularly spiritual to begin with,
No.
right? He's very worldly.
It also just looks like string to him.
Yeah, he's like, cool. And he's like, I think at some
He's
point
so
he's like,
beyond questioning.
he's like, that's one of three now. Like, okay, very good. Can we continue?
One down.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
You really did love each other at some point. She loved you deeply.
The sword, it took a lot from me. And I suppose it took a lot from others. But that I'm certain of.
It's always good to see that there's the capability deep down in everyone. Everyone's capable of such a thing. Gives me hope.
He nods, and he doesn't know Olwen very well, I suppose, right? Like this is the first journey he's had with her.
Yeah.
So he'll nod with like a honored kind of sentiment, like those are kind words, and then he'll say to Beatrice, he'll say, "This bore our story. Now we pass it on to you. Your mother, if she was well, she would wish this as well."
She'll take it. It's enough that you do, even if she won't.
And with that, is there anything anyone else wants to add to that scene?
All I want to say is Owen is just looking like with these pleading eyes. She's just like on the verge of losing it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like having this beautiful fairy tale moment over here.
Everyone else is
just
like
like the story.
They're just like, oh, it just got really. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like kind of sad because everything got really messed up. And then Owen's like, it's like a fairy
true
tale.
loving stage. It's so cool. Ah.
Do we stop in Wells at all? As in sleeping? Because I don't remember how long it takes us to get places.
Yeah, it's fair. It's probably been, what, 2 more days, so I guess
Okay.
it's like a Sunday now. Let's see, what time of day are you here? Let's figure it out. No, it's like morning. You probably stayed along the way.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, is there anything else any of you guys want to do as a scene while you're here? We should probably close out in the next 15.
No. I don't think Elliot has anything to add.
Not anything that's going to further the story.
No. Elliot's like,
Not anything.
this is very personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has Cadogan been with you? I think he was he here when you guys had the whole heart thing with when you found the remnants of the Lady of the Lake here?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
He was here for all of it.
Yeah, so I don't think this isn't going to be like this isn't appropriate to have like this is your home kind of stuff. He already knows that, so I think there's nothing he'll add there.
I think a flyby question that Beatrice would have asked him.
Yep.
Is she would have said something along the lines of, I apologize for the amount of an odd family that you're marrying into. But she will ask him what his family is like. So that she knows the other half.
He looks at you and shakes his head. He says, my father was some foreign raider. Between you and me, I presume a Saxon.
And your mother?
She was common born.
Not a bad thing.
That means too he's lowborn, by the way, and so he technically that's not a thing knights would normally want to talk about either.
Yeah.
Yeah. He shrugs. He says, I'm not proud like Loof was. I'm not needing to be seen as someone's equal. At the same time, it's easier to command knights' respect if they know little about my background.
Well, then let them think that I am climbing by marrying up, but I'm quite happy tying hands with a common boy.
Right.
He shrugs and says, I could be lying. I could be the son of the devil, like Merlin.
Know,
yeah.
You could be, except you know the consequences of lying to me, so would you really?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Still. I'm happy that you have an idea of what this is.
Likewise.
Granted, not the crazy stuff. That hand tying string looks very different when I see it.
I prefer the pagan traditions. They seem less formal.
They're much more fun.
They seem to be. Well, we should catch up with the others.
I kick my horse and I book it.
Yeah.
To see if I beat him there.
All right, we can end with the horsemanship test. Clearly, this won't be anything wrong. Let's see if we end up in another fight scene before the end of this.
Goodness.
Oh God, how high is this horsemanship? I actually thought of him finishing.
God.
No, I don't want to fumble on that. That would suck.
Please don't. Please don't. Like,
I was gonna impassion myself with
go
love
crazy.
cattle again, except I was like, I don't want to fumble on that because that would be very bad.
Yeah, we can't have every horse roll be an eat shit and fall off your horse moment.
Oh no! I love.
That doesn't mean you fumble though. Like that's not falling off your horse.
No.
Yeah.
That is falling off your horse.
Buddy! Eat your own words, Bob.
And we're gonna close on Cadogan eating shit as he tries to catch up.
Falling off his horse.
Yeah.
I was not expecting an impromptu race.
No.
None
apparently neither was
really
Cadogan.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was well timed. All right, folks, let's go ahead and do some closes, and we can get out of here right at about the 3-hour mark. Good session, and
Very good session.
yeah, we'll start with you, Rebecca, for closing.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I played Olwen and Bowie the Bird. Yeah, it was a lovely game, very good session. As always, join our Discord, watch our backlogs if you so desire. And before I send it off to Emily, I have a little special shout out since it is technically still the day in the States and it is Thomas's birthday, and I think we should all wish him a happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thomas.
I didn't even see that. Happy birthday, man!
Yeah.
I shall do the thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still yesterday for you.
Well, no, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
But yeah,
yeah.
it's still yesterday for us. Yes.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. for me.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Happy birthday, Thomas, and we'll go
Happy
to
birthday,
Emily.
Thomas.
Hi, I'm Emily. I played Beatrice. I got to make a man fall off his horse, so all is right with the world. I have no fancy announcements. Happy birthday, Thomas.
Happy birthday, Thomas.
I'm gonna suggest it's the first time Cadogan's fallen off his horse.
No, I
No.
No,
Did you?
it's happened. Yeah.
Is the other one a Beatrice related thing too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was on the horse with him.
Incoming
He said-
superstition for him.
He said, "Oh yeah." I was on a horse with him. He said something akin to, "I wouldn't take orders from you from like a
A
handmaiden."
handmaiden.
That's
And then
right.
she threw him off the horse.
That's right.
Because
And
his armor
he
was heavy,
fell.
and then walked
He fell like
away.
face first in mud.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really, it was really nice.
Or
right.
alternatively, it might have been horse shit.
This is a pretty good parallel. Then. I like it.
Yeah.
What's
All right.
really great is she did it right as we had other knights approach us.
All
We
right.
came up to Cadwin on the ground. Nicole, your turn.
We'll go to Nicole.
I'm Nicole. I played Sir Elliot the Lost, who managed to not get lost with all these hunting rolls.
Yeah.
And I also did not get a major wound this battle. So that's also a plus for me.
I also think I counted like 3 or 4 crits, maybe 5, and 0
There were
fumbles.
a lot of
I had a
There's
few
one.
crits.
One fumble. I fumbled.
Yeah,
I
crit
zero
a few
on Nicole.
times.
0 on Nicole.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Nicole.
Well, I fumbled.
Nicole is killing it.
I fumbled trusting.
Oh yeah, you fumbled
That was it.
trusting.
You did fumble trust.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
missed
true.
a fumble. I'm slack.
Though if that's rolling
one
against
didn't
yourself,
fumble.
that doesn't really matter all that much.
Yeah, I was
you know?
rolling against myself, so it didn't really matter. I was just trying to decide how suspicious I was.
Take it as a win, Nicole. 0 fumbles.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
5 crits.
Usually it's at the worst times. But anyways, that was another episode of Summerland Enchantment, where we are slowly but surely underway with the quest, the wedding quest.
Yes.
Yeah, and we are also in the year 501. That was the 3rd episode of it. If you enjoyed
Goodness.
watching, I'm pretty sure almost all of you play in my games, but if you, for those who don't, including some of the ones we shouted out previously, yeah, we play this Tuesdays, Summerland Enchantment, Fridays for Knights of Nintelia's Legacy, there we go, and Sundays for Anarchy in Salisbury. So, Anarchy in the UK.
Anarchy in the UK.
So yeah, this is the period of anarchy between the death of Uther and the discovery of the once and future king. Yeah, or
Maybe.
this game.
We'll see.
We're not really into that stuff. We'll see. We'll see what they think as we get closer. But yeah, time ticks forward, and we're off to the Glastonbury, and potentially we'll see some sights of Avalon next time. We'll see how folks do. We'll see if someone dispels the veil
I
again.
can dispel their whole system again.
How to make enemies like your mother.
They're all
Step
time
1.
safe.
They were so mad, but it was so cool.
All right. Indeed. We actually have a pretty decent level of viewers, so why don't we go ahead and raid out. Let me just get things going here. Oh, Thick Cuts. I like that guy. He's nice.
Ooh.
Let's raid him. He's raided us before.
Fun. Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll probably just be getting done, but that's okay. I don't have time to figure that out. We're just raiding in. Here we go.
Raid. Let's
There we
go.
Raiding in.
Happy birthday, Thomas, again.
Happy birthday. We'll see you soon. And here we go. See you on the other side. Bye.